All right, ladies and gentlemen, second day of my G35 build. I've already done tires and rims. Of course, I'll show you that before, of course, we get into round two. Round two is MIMedia intake tubes and an AFE ultra high flow filter. Those are going to go on in just a minute. I'll take you to the shop with me. It's nice and early here in LA, and we'll get started. All right, fellow G35 owners, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a cold start. All right, so that is the cold start currently, and I'm going to the shop right now to install my MIMedia intake tubes and my AFE super high flow intake. So we're going to do an option instead of the cold air intake. We're going to do the tubes, which are going to give me another ½ inch of intake width, and then the AFE high flow filters instead of K&Ns. They're supposed to be about 10% more flow to the AFE, so we'll see. So this is stage 2. Wheels and tires were done, going to the same place to do American Tire Depot, my buddy Juan down there. You heard the cold start. Now I'm going to do a little acceleration so you can hear the intake noise. INFINITI spent a lot of money making this dual cold air intake already very powerful, so I'm just going to clean it up where the start of the bolt-on additions to get me better gas mileage and more power. This setup should give me 3 to 5 more miles to the gallon, and between 10 to 20 horsepower after I have the exhaust put on and it gets tuned. So I'll keep you guys informed, give you every beautiful detail as far as what changes in the dynamics of the vehicle, as I will be able to get every little ounce of performance out of these modifications. All right, so I'll see you guys at the shop. All right, everybody, I gave you the cold start and I gave you a little flash of acceleration as well. I'm here at the shop, got my gear. Should be the first one in line. American Tire Depot is where I go to get the shop, to get the easy stuff done. They did my tires when I first got the car, and I mean, of course, first thing you got to do, wheels and tires. Those are 18-inch Inkies, 265/35, Y rated. The pattern is beautiful. You guys will see, of course, the shots of that. But once I get this stuff on, we'll hear the difference as far as the tone and the difference in drive character, difference between everybody else's videos where they show you how to install and they tell you, what it sounds like and stuff. I'm actually, as a professional stunt driver and a former IMSA racer, I'm going to tell you every little ounce of power and the change in dynamic of what happens when these things are installed. We'll hear the sound from the cabin like you did before. There's literally no sound out of the exhaust because I've done nothing there, so there's no reason to come out back and show you what this thing sounds like. It's a stock G35. So this is going to be the start of the bolt-on power upgrades. After this, we're going to exhaust. I'm going to do 4-piston vented slotted Brembos for the brake package with rotors. I'm going to put steel braided brake lines, sway bars, all the good stuff. But for right now, the very first bolt on to the engine is going to be the power mods that I have here. They're going to do the injectors today as well. And that's step one. All right, see you guys. That's the MIMedia tube. All right, so this is going to replace this ribbed part right here on this connection point. All right, so this drops down to about 2 inches in diameter. It really, really chokes up right there, okay? So the MIMedia tube, and I got 2 of them, so I get twice the power, is gonna go right there, and it's gonna give me another 1/2 inch to 1 inch in diameter on both sides of that beautiful, beautiful engine. That bulletproof, one of a kind. All right, so that's what the MIMedias are. If we take a look, you can see how thick, and we can see those embedded fibers. It looks like it's about 6 layers thick, you guys. This is amazing. Very, very high quality product. Very, very, very high quality product. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the original filter. I mean, the pleats are terrible. Look at how absolutely restricted that looks. Does that look like air can get through there? It also looks like it hasn't been cleaned since we bought the car, since that should be absolutely pure white, okay? So I can just see all of the dirt in there. I'm probably gonna get 10 horsepower back just from replacing those with the new high flows. I'm not going to show you what the AFEs look like, because basically they look like the K&Ns, but blue. Same pleat, same kind of metal mesh. Looks incredibly, incredibly high flow. It looks like it's more clear in the filtration than the K&N. And like I said, we're supposed to get like 10% more flow from it. So first thing you should do if you buy a new car, right, or a used car, excuse me, not a new car, but a used car and a new car, immediately replace whatever the stock filter is with a aftermarket high flow filter. It is a simple process. It's a drop-in process, and not only will you gain acceleration and throttle response, you'll get fuel as well. You'll get better gas mileage. So right off the bat, before you do anything, just get some drop-ins and throw them in there and see how much more you get from that simple addition. Not even a bolt-on, just a drop. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Looks pretty clean in there. Yeah, filters are shit. Excited. Perfection. Look at that. Thank you, my friend.
You're gonna run a lot better.
Absolutely, and it's all because of you. Gonna have that kick.
You're gonna have that kick, because everything is direct. That thing doesn't collapse.
Wonderful.
It's good. Beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your job, sir. And there it is. The full MIMedia intake tube setup with the high flow filters. AFE. Ready to go. I've already just sat in the cockpit and just played with the throttle. I can already tell the response is crazy. And I'm gonna get in the car, drive it home right now. I'm gonna wait to give you guys a video of the sound and the pickup difference and talk about it for a few days, because the ECU kind of has to adapt to the new air fuel ratio, and it'll take some driving for it to do that. And also I want to do a cold start sound differential as well, so we'll do that in a little bit. But right now I'm going to drive it home and enjoy the new difference. All right, I'll see y'all later. Peace. All right, here we go. First cold start since the new intake tubes from MIMedia and my AFE high flow filters were installed. And I know I'm saying first. There we go. So that is the first cold start since the filters and the intake tube went in, but that was yesterday morning. So ECU needs time to get the new fuel and air ratio, and you'll feel the bolt-ons effect more as you drive the car. And I didn't get to drive it too much yesterday, so still got some breaking in to do, but that was the other cold start. I'm gonna do another one in a few days and you'll hear that difference as well. For right now, let's go ahead and do an acceleration. All right, cold start, day 6. All right, day 6. On the video, we'll see if there's any difference. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again. This is the final update on fuel savings and power gains on the MIMedia silicone tubes and the AFE high flow drop-in filters. Now, price, the AFE filters were $90. The silicone tubes were $129. So $219. The shop took 1 hour to install, and that did require some specific cutting because it should just be a unbolt, rebolt, and then a drop-in, but they needed to be fit to the engine. So the mechanic did need to cut specifically to the engine shape and kind of mold. And so that took an hour. So with another $100 on, we're looking at $319, 10 to 15 horsepower gained at the wheel, which you can feel immediately. The ECU adapts pretty damn quick, and I don't know if I saw a whole lot of gains after the first couple of days that I was driving it, but you feel it immediately. It's amazing. Throttle response is also greatly increased. Very, very sensitive at the throttle just with that intake system install. So, $600 for a long tube, and probably another $200 to $300 for install on that. I'd say for bang for the buck, you're not going to get a much better power advantage for that money. Now, EPA, as far as fuel efficiency goes, in the city I was doing 11.9, and now I'm doing 15. On the highway, where I was averaging 100 miles an hour, 97 to be exact, but hitting 120 for many points in the trip from Southern California to Northern California, over 400 miles. I went from 17 miles to the gallon to 22 miles to the gallon. So massive efficiency save. This thing pays for itself, this install, over a period of months, basically. Better fuel efficiency, more power, better throttle response, and a beautiful chirp that I'm sure you guys heard on the video previous to me telling you. All right, so if you like, please subscribe, hit the like button. Next build is full exhaust system. All right, so excited about that one. I designed it myself, piece by piece. It is economically the best system you're ever going to see or hear. And I'll look forward to showing that to you. All right, Mr. Indestructible Media, out. Peace.